Grand Rising. Good day. And good night. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to 144 from the stars. Terrell. Let's go ahead and give Odin a treat because he is such a good boy and does no wrong. Don't worry, y'all. Odin wasn't ever actually in trouble. He's just a small breed that has a very sensitive diet. And the food he happened to eat off the altar, my food got flavor. So it had hella herbs and seasoning. So he wasn't actually in trouble. We just had him in a different room under close observation. And I just felt it safest not to give him treats that day while we observed to make sure that he didn't get upset by the food. Fortunately, Odin is not guilty of anything, and the ancestors and spirit is pleased, and I don't think Odin's tummy is upset. So he is good to go. Thank you all for being here. I love you. Thank you all for your comments, your likes, your shares, your subscribes. Thank you for your support. Any of you that donate, like, wow, I mean, God bless you. I mean, I don't even know what to say with that one, but yeah, just thank you all so much for being you. The totem for this message is going to be a spoon-billed sandpiper. Yeah, it's a thing. I got some word I'm going to share with you all as well. I hope you all are doing well today. I'm going to be reading from the book of Zechariah. I'm going to be reading from chapter 14, and I'm just going to read the first 3 verses. Oh, no, I need to read verse 7 from chapter 13 first. So it'll be a total of 4 verses. Awake, O sword, against my shepherd, and against the man that is my fellow, says Yahuwah Sepheth. Smite the shepherd, and the sheep shall be scattered, and I will turn my hand upon the little ones. All right, we're now going to start at verse 1 in chapter 14. Behold, the day of Yahuwah comes, and your spoil shall be divided in the midst of you. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken, and the houses rifled, and the women ravished. And half of the city shall go forth into captivity, and the remnant of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahuwah go forth and fight against those nations, as when he fought in the day of battle. God does fight for his children. All right. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise, because that's BS. God does fight for his children. All right. God is fierce. I understand God is love and God is holier than holy, but that doesn't mean that he doesn't protect his loved ones. Okay. That doesn't mean because he's so holy that he's not going to stand up for his sanctified children. So just want to throw that out there. All right. Our God is a strong God, not a weak one. All right, you may notice that I got some gems out here. I'm just going to take a brief moment to give a much deserved shout out to Otter Spirit. If you guys want some high quality gemstones that come with a 2-year warranty and they have free returns and exchanges, they're all AAA grade gemstones and they're powerful. Like, I've got some real life testimony with this company. They are powerful and they're very high vibrational, and it's family owned. So you're supporting, a family. So if you want, take advantage of my 20% off promo code. It's right here on the screen. Yeah. All right. You can also go on my description box. That's got some info for you too. So the 3 stones we have to showcase today are the sunstone, the citrine, and the carnelian. Now, I have had to wait a few months before I could even showcase them, but we have had them for some time. This citrine is actually the second that I've gotten, because the original that I had gotten from this pack exploded when I was singing and praising and praying the citrine, along with a couple other bracelets, completely exploded. And that just goes to show just how powerful these gems really are. And Spirit Otter or Otter Spirit, excuse me, is such a wonderful company that all I had to do was just send them an email. I let them know what happened. And then within a few days, I had my replacement in the mail. Free of charge, didn't have to pay for shipping, anything. They're really wonderful. They're awesome. So I got my replacement citrine, and it's here, and it's awesome. And yeah, I also got this sunstone. I wear it with my moonstone, my amethyst, and my angel aura on my left because it helps with things like intuition and things along that such. So I really appreciate this sunstone. It's very pretty. It's high quality. It's really smooth. And I appreciate that there's like no impurities or imperfections in it just because it's satisfying. And then the carnelian, the last one. I am fierce and passionate. And yes, it is. Y'all, I don't want to go too much into detail about my personal life, but Trina and I have survived like several attempts on our lives recently. And one of the bracelets that was being worn by Katrina is this carnelian. Now, this carnelian has survived us almost being unalived a few times. And what was really interesting about this one is I very strongly believe that this had to do with her coming out of several situations completely unscathed without injuries. I mean, if you would have understood what was going on, like we had been jumped a couple times. We've had guns pointed at us. I mean, we've been T-bone, well, not T-bone, we've been pit maneuvered and ran off the interstate going 80 miles an hour and slamming into a guardrail, totaled our vehicle, and no one is hurt. Like, y'all, Otter Spirit is really an A1 day one, okay? I will rep them for life because they really are a well-deserving brand. They have great prices, and yeah, I mean, it works. It works. What more can you ask for? High vibe, trusting. They work with you. They're pleasant to work with. They have warranties and free exchanges. It's affordable. They do great deals. I mean, come on, like what? And it works. It does what it's supposed to. What more could you want for? All right, so check them out. Check them out. Use my promo code. But yeah, seriously, she was wearing this bracelet, and our car got spun off the interstate, slammed into the guardrail, spun around on the interstate, and hit the guardrail several times. Completely totaled the vehicle. We had the baby in the car. We stepped out the vehicle, and there were no injuries. Trina had a mild bruise and scrape on her arm from the airbag. Everyone else was perfectly fine. And what was interesting, I know this isn't part of the 3 that I was showcasing today, but she was wearing another bracelet, and shoot, I forgot. I think it was Peridot. It was Peridot, which is for prosperity. That bracelet survived the car crash, okay? It came off her wrist somehow. All her bracelets stayed on, but that one came off her wrist. I found it in the back of the car when I was cleaning it out before the cops came to total the vehicle. And then a couple days later, we were talking with her insurance, and we weren't expecting to get much for our car. We really weren't. We ended up getting like 5 times the amount that we expected to get in a check from our insurance for our car. But right before we got that news, the Peridot bracelet, which I haven't told Spirit Otter yet. So if you're watching this, Otter Spirit, I'm about to send you an email and ask for a replacement on that because your bracelets work so well that your Peridot bracelet exploded off of her wrist for no reason. No one touched it. It just exploded off of her wrist. Within 5 minutes, we got a phone call and found out that we were getting a very large check from our insurance for our vehicle, and that was a big help. So look, Otter Spirit, y'all, check them out. All right, let's go ahead and move forward. Thank you all so much for being here. Let's go ahead and get started. We have the death and we have the sun, okay? And someone isn't happy. We have this strength. Yeah. Someone's not happy that you're happy. Someone's not happy that you're strong. Someone's not happy that you were able to turn this wheel of fortune in your favor. In your favor. 4 swords. Yeah, you're not worried. You're not stressed. You're receiving something. I'm feeling this energy like someone tried to dominate and control you, your life, your situation. And there's also the energy of like finances, like whatever you were up against was trying to dominate and control your moves, your finances, your career, or your work or something. And this energy is a bit pissed off. They're not too happy. They are definitely not in temperance energy right now, because you are in temperance energy. You're happy. The sun, the fool, the ace of pentacles, the ace of wands, the justice, the strength, the wheel of fortune. I mean, we've got the sun, strength, and queen of wands. So I'm not going to ignore the fire sign. I'm not going to ignore the Scorpio. I'm not going to ignore the Leo. Like, it's very, very strong here, Scorpio and Leo. But anyways, yeah, this seems to be working out in your favor. Like, I really want to say congratulations, because it feels like you've alchemized a situation where someone was really trying their hardest to deter this from happening. They were trying to put you on a different timeline. That's really what it feels like. Like, they did not want you to have this abundance, or they didn't want you to have this security. They didn't want you to feel secure. They didn't want you to have stability, abundance, and security. And okay, so Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles has came out a couple times now. You got some kind of blessing, money, abundance. Yeah, magician. You're the magician. You have literally manifested some kind of Ace of Pentacles in your life. Someone's stressed out because you're getting stronger at your manifestation abilities. I'm dead serious. Magician, Ace of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. You create, you manifest. You literally are this conduit. You're the magician, okay? We've got this Seven of Swords out here, and we've got this Eight of Wands and Ace of Swords. Damn. So what I'm kind of getting is, like, someone may have tried to approach you, come in your energy, and they were under a guise, or they had ill intent, or they just, I don't know. For some of you, it was like very blatant or bold how this person thought they could just approach you, how they could just come in your energy like this. But what I really appreciate is how they immediately met your sword. Like, regardless of their Seven Swords bullshit, regardless of their behavior or their intentions, it was off. It was wrong. It was off. It didn't matter. I don't want to ask questions. I really don't care. I'm kind of feeling like this magician is probably high priestess kind of energy. But what I really like about your high priestess energy is you don't second guess it. You don't even need to rationalize it or explain it. You just trust it. And that works for you. That works for you very well. And it takes the power away from these other influences that try to derail you or deter you from your path. So, wow, someone tried to come in and basically I don't know, they tried to get in your energy, and they were just met with the sword, okay? And you're receiving whatever you've been manifesting. It's coming in, okay? High Priestess, I knew it. I knew it was going to come out. There was no way. There was no way High Priestess wasn't going to come out after I felt it in this Magician card. Hierophant, wow, you're powerful. You're showing up as the Magician, High Priestess, and the Hierophant. So you have spiritual integrity. You have spiritual authority. You have, like, spiritual law in your heart, in your body, in your flesh. The word is you. You are the word. Okay. Four of Cups. Yeah, that Four of Cups with the Sun, the Six of Swords, the Tower, and the Ace of Swords. Man, someone does not like to see your growth. Someone does not like to see your transformation. Someone feels defeated by your ascension. They feel defeated by your ascension. What else is going on here? Because there was this energy of, like, attempted theft. Like, we saw that Justice card. I know you're receiving things. I know that someone is mad that they couldn't stop or block your money. I know that someone is not really pleased with what they're seeing happening in your life, because a lot of good things seem to be temperance, and you don't seem to be bothered. And I think that's what, like, I don't know if it scares them or worries. Like, I think if we were really to get down to it, underneath all the masks and emotions that they try to cover it up with, I think it scares them. I think that's the real, like, if we were to get to the root of this person, I think they're scared of you. I think they're scared of your growth. I think they're scared of your temperance. This is someone that's not used to, one, being checked and put in their place, or two, people not, like, this person's used to having an effect on people, and they don't have an effect on you. It kind of scares them. They don't want to admit it, but it scares them. Justice, Three of Wands. They know that you're up to something, and that freaks them out. They know that you're manifesting something, or you're creating something. You're literally like conjuring up a spiritual storm, and they know it. They know it, but they don't know what or how. They know you have a gift or an ability or a supernatural power, but they don't know what you're about to use it for. And they don't really understand exactly what it is. And this is what they're scared about. Like, they were trying, I feel this energy of like they were trying anything and everything for some time, and you have just gotten so much better at this point that this person's really like, at this point, almost at tears. Like, when you get so defeated with something, like you keep trying and you keep trying and your frustration turns to tears. That's what I sense from your opposition. Whoever this resistance or force, this person that tries to like have dominance over you, they're trying to control you, and they can't control a star, especially not when they're in temperance energy and they know who they are. Like, yeah, they're barking up the wrong tree with that one. That's why you had the magician and all the aces. Okay. 10 of Pentacles in that Tower. No wonder you're temperance, because you know it's yours. I know it's mine. What's mine is mine. There's something about theft and they couldn't do it. Or there's something about you're receiving what's yours anyways. There's something about money. And for some of you, there's inheritance in this. And I know that's what this is. I know that part of that controlling dominance energy was someone trying to get, for some of you, it's your career path. So there's a few different timelines. For one, this may be inheritance related, where someone was trying to control your moves, control your finances, control your abundance, but they couldn't touch this trust. They couldn't touch this inheritance. There's something about to be released to you, and they can't stop it. They can't stop it at all. And it's going to change your life, because it's a lot. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of abundance. It's a lot of material. For others of you, this person was trying to control and stop your career. They were trying to control your money moves. Like, they were pocket watching you. They were surveillancing you. They were, I don't know, like technology things and doing weird shit. Like, but it doesn't matter. Like, they're literally about to watch. If that resonated, they're about to watch you be exalted above the rest. If that career thing resonated, they're about to watch you be exalted above the rest. Like, whatever your niche or your platform or your whatever you perform or work in, like whatever you do, like, you're about to be the best of the best, because you have been. You've just been going through the healing and transformation, because where God's taken you is like way higher than anyone that you may have previously in lower vibrations used as a comparison of yourself. Don't do that. Where you're going is so much beyond what you can even see around you as a reference point. So don't use external things as validation or lack thereof, because that's just going to kill your happiness. What God has in store for you is so much more. Temperance energy with the Tower and the 10 of Pentacles, another 10 of Pentacles. I saw it. Temperance energy again with another 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This is coming from Spirit. This is coming from God. However this is. So there's a few different timelines in this, but regardless, it's judgment. It's judgment. It's judgment for your works, and it's judgment for theirs. This King of Swords don't look too happy about the star. I'm just saying. We've got this star card out here because they're shining. They shine even in the dark. Wow. They're scared of your potential. They're scared of your potential. They never wanted you to even make it this far. And the fact that your temperance really has this person scared. I feel it. They're scared. They're so scared, because they know you're up to something. They know something's coming. They know that their strategy, their plans, their attacks haven't worked, aren't working. They can tell. There's no doubt about that. They know it's not working. And they know that you're perfectly okay. And they know something big is coming. And they're scared. They're literally scared. I know it. I feel it. And it's the reason why I'm like, really like wanting to make sure y'all understand this person is scared, is because like, this is an arrogant person. This is someone like, for this, I know this person's energy. Like, I've picked up on their ego before in other readings. Like, this is different. Something's changed in them. Something's changed in them. Their pride is different. It's broken. Their spirit is different. They're not as confident in themselves anymore. They're not as hopeful. There's a fear and a little bit of like sadness. There's some anger and aggression, but it's more so turning into like, I don't know. It's a depressing feeling rather than I'm going to use this to empower myself with anger or nah. They're not even able to use this shadow as power. It has power over them. They can't overcome this shadow now. It's kind of pulling them down. It's bringing them down. They feel down. And they're just kind of waiting for the darkness to come. It's like they feel it. They know that like there's going to be no sun in their life or something. And they know that like they can't go where you're going. They can't do anything about it. And they know it's the end for them. Like there's something about their energy that's actually kind of sad. And it feels sad because it's like they know they are starting to come to terms with their fate. I think that's why it's sad. They're accepting it, but they don't regret anything and they don't have any actual change in their heart. They're just broken in their spirit. And I think that's why like at a soul level feeling on this person's energy, I feel kind of sad because like I know this person has been doing wrong. And, you know, every soul has a chance, an opportunity for salvation. And I see this person isn't taking it. I see this person instead is just kind of accepting defeat. They're like, well, it was fun while it lasted, but it's over now. And it's like, damn, you're just going to give up? Like, you're not going to turn around and go to God? Like, you're already brought at your knees. Half the work was done for you. But you're just going to still choose to, I don't know. I have a hard time picking up on that kind of energy with people when they're in that kind of point in their life. Cause it's like, you literally have nothing to lose right now. You have everything to gain and you're still not going to the one thing that could save you. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this person. They're not really learning, but they do know that it's over for them and they are scared of you. And that's not to gas your head up like at all. You're in temperance energy. You haven't showed up as any kind of like pride or any of that. Strong, fiery if need be. With temperance energy. They can't stop this. What else would you like the collective to know? The sun reverse. I really feel like they're going to cry when you receive this. Someone is crying over you receiving this. I feel it. Almost can't move forward because their sadness is so like heavy. It's so heavy. Someone is very low because you are high. You are high, like you are up high. You are exalted, like you are gifted. You're receiving what you deserve, and it is like devastating to someone. And for some of you, I'm sensing that there's even this energy of like people from your past and even family members. And I don't even know if I don't think these people are communicating this to you. And you may have sensed this, like a timidness, almost like as if they're walking around eggshells around you and you don't really know why. And it's like they don't really know how to respect you yet, but they know they need to. And they're not really sure how to approach you because, they never recognized you for who you truly are. Does that make sense? Like in the past, they looked at you and saw you as something you are not. And now it's being revealed to them what you really are. And they got to face like the guilt, the shame. They got to face that shit. They got to look themselves in the mirror, and they bet your ass retrogrades and stuff, flashbacks, blasts from the past, they're getting them. They're getting those memories. They're coming back to the surface. They're reliving those moments of what they said about you behind doors, of what they did to you, of how they treated you. And they're seeing now that, man, it's an eye-opener. It is an eye-opener. So if you sense a little bit of a change in some people, I hope that maybe gave you a little bit more insight on what's going on there. God's revealing himself to and through you and others. Like, it is what it is. Some people are having coming to God moments. Some people are realizing God's coming to them and it's the end. And instead of like repenting or, turning and facing to God, they're just waiting for their judgment. They're just accepting their fate. Yeah. The lovers and the lovers and the death. Lovers, death, lovers. Wow. We have this Empress. Someone's losing an inheritance and they're mad. I'm feeling something about this Empress card. Like, why'd she come out as Empress at all? Because I know she's not. And the fact that she's sideways but about to be reversed makes me feel like there may be a decline in a relationship between you and someone in your life. And it might literally be over this money. And it kind of sucks because I sense that like things have recently been actually kind of better. And it's like, in a way, I feel that someone might feel like, damn, like, did I really just do all that work, all that healing, all that water under the bridge, all this rebuilding with you, just for you to turn around and go like over some fucking money, over some jealousy, over me receiving an inheritance, over me receiving a blessing? This is what it is? Like, really? We're back on this again? Like, I thought we were past this. I thought you grew. I thought you healed. I thought you were my mom again. Or I thought you were my sister. I thought you were my brother. This feels domestic, or it feels close, or it feels like, damn, like now I know what you really are for good. And I'm sorry. I'm sorry that and I want you to know that, like, if that's what happens, then that's what happens. You'll be taken care of. And ultimately, like, if this person really does come out and reveal those colors like that, as soon as this money or this blessing or abundance or inheritance comes in your life, man, at least you know who you're dealing with. At least you know then they can't be in your energy. And you can take your blessing, your inheritance, and your money and whatever else, your family, your kids, and go. It's like, damn, I really thought you were better than this. I really was hopeful in the potential of your continued progress, healing, and growth. For some of you, this is actually going to happen. I'm sorry. For others of you, this is a timeline that I'm sensing, but it's not set in stone. And what I am sensing is that the main variable that would determine whether or not this relationship falls apart and you're in that timeline when you receive this blessing, or this relationship remains intact when you receive this blessing, is whether or not this person heals a mother wound. It feels like a mother wound. It could be a different kind of wound. I mean, it could be, but it has a motherly feel to it in this wound. Maybe it's because this wound affected them as a mother, or I don't know. There's something about it. They need to heal it. Because if they don't heal it, they're going to project and resent you, and it has nothing to do with you. They just have unhealed wounds. But if they heal this, y'all will maintain this continued progression. So for someone, unfortunately, their true colors are going to show, and it's kind of a good thing for you. For others of you, it's kind of a 50-50 timeline split right now, depending on free will and healing. So you can't, if you care and you want, you can pray. You can pray, and trust me, it works. It works, y'all. I have shifted timelines like y'all wouldn't believe, with other people's free will involved. Like, you'd be surprised what God can do, okay? What love can do, what you having it in your heart for others can do. All right? So anyways, that may happen. There's a potential for some people, revealing whether or not they should remain in your life, or revealing whether or not they are now parting from your life. It feels like that. Jealousy's a bitch, man. It is. Greed and jealousy, envy. It sucks. It ruins people. We have the star. I'd feel like, yeah, you've let go of like in a way, like your healing and ascension has made it to where, like, the time is now for this. Like, things have shifted in your life. This money's coming in. This inheritance is coming in. This abundance is coming in. And I just feel like things are going to shift for the better. They already are. And that's like the power dynamic is shifting. And that's what I appreciate. I appreciate the scales are balancing out and the power dynamic is shifting. And it really feels like you're the one that's in favor. You're the one that's getting the best of the situation. And the people that are upset about it, or, lamenting or cursing, or, they're getting what they deserve. And they're just going to have to talk to God about it. And if not, then God's going to talk to them about it. So I hope that they humble themselves before God humbles them before God. Whatever. It's a spectrum. There's some people that are just going to meet the sword, like, as soon as they try. There's other people, I hope they heal. I hope they heal. Because, look, I almost am kind of getting this energy, like, this judgment over your life is going to be a test for others around you. And I think that's what I'm trying to prepare you for, is the test. I know, like, in one way I could sit here and focus on abundance and money and success and blessing. I mean, yeah, you'll get that when you get that, and that's great. Like, but when you get that, there's other things that come with it. I want you to be ready for that. Like, people might change. People might switch up. You're going to have to use your discernment. You're going to have to be fearless. Use your discernment and be fearless. Wow. Because the devil's looking right at your 9 of Cups, your wish fulfillment. And it can't stand to see you have it. It can't stand to see it's yours. It just, man, this is like, they're in hell watching you in heaven. There's certain entities and energies, they are literally experiencing agony, burning agony, because you're in heaven, because you are the star, because you're receiving this and you're being exalted above the rest. God wants this. I mean, it's like, this is personal and this is important. I feel it. I feel that energy from God. Like, this is important and personal to God. He wants this. He wants to put you on top, or he wants to put you above the rest. He wants you to. He wants you to be this. He also wants to, like I said, like, that's why I was like, when this change, this abundance, this blessing, man, it's going to start the clock. It's going to start the clock on anyone and everyone around you. And that's what you need to be aware of. That the judgment clock starts the moment you receive this. And it's not for you. You're not under judgment. It's everyone around you. And you need to be aware of that. All right. Anything else you would like the collective to know? Ace of Swords reverse, man. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Double Ten of Swords. Tower. Devil. Man, there's going to be some lion-ass motherfuckers. They're going to try it all. They're going to try it all. You're just going to have to put God first. You're going to have to put the God in you first. You feel that? Look in the mirror and say, I put you first, God. Thank you for being in me. It reminds me of what I was singing in the shower today about how in the name of Yeshua, I am the body of Yah. Can't do it for yourself. Do it for the God in you. But I feel like you should do this for yourself too. All right? Because God is in you. God is in you. Don't trust these liars. Man, it's going to be crazy when this happens. It's going to be crazy. If they're going to come out the woodwork, they're going to come out. The snakes are going to come out. It's going to be like that. Your porch light's going to turn on and all sorts of things are going to be attracted to that light. All right? So just, I don't know. Don't answer the door. Don't believe him. Don't listen to him. No soliciting. I don't want anything to do with any of y'all, you know? Jeez. Speaking of soliciting, fortunately, you guys are very, intelligent and smart and aware and discerning. So, fortunately, I don't think anyone really fell victim to it. But there has been another one, DJ Karmic Khalid over here creating a fake look-alike channel in the comments. I just want to throw out a disclaimer. Under no circumstances am I going to solicit anybody for a personal reading in the comments. If y'all want a reading, y'all got to come to me. I'm never going to come to you. Point blank. I'm dead serious. I'm like booked out for like 3 months at least, always, constantly. So I have no business soliciting people in the comments. So also, I don't give away phone numbers. I don't have a WhatsApp. I also don't have a PayPal. So yeah, none of that shit's me. So I just want y'all to be very aware and discerning. Do not respond to lookalike comment channels. They're spams. All right. People create spam lookalike wannabe me channels. And then they go in the comments on my videos. And then they hope that someone will be fooled and will contact them outside of the YouTube platform. And then they tell you some bullshit. And then you send them money. And then you're fucked. And then nothing happens to them. Right? I don't want that. I don't want anyone getting fucked around here. Okay? If you want a personal reading from me, send me an email. I do offer them. They are open. I am booked. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, send me an email. My email's in the description box, so you can leave a comment. That is the one thing I will do. If you ask in the comments, what's your email? How do I book a reading? Then and only then will I respond to your comment and say, send me an email, or yes, you can, or whatever. But I never give you phone numbers or ask for money in there. Nah, you send me an email because I want it private chat. I want it safe, right? So send me an email if you want a reading, and you're more than welcome to do that if you are interested. Just keep in mind that it very well could take me up to 90 days to get to your reading. I know that sounds crazy. I know that sounds really far. Most of the times I get to people's readings within a month or two. But I still got to throw out that full 90 day because I can't make guarantees. All right. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I could walk out and go to the mailbox and all of a sudden someone's trying to pull a gun on me, and, guess what? I might not be recording that day, and that throws things off. So I can't make any guarantees. So if you want to work with me, you got to be patient, but I do give it my all and I give it my best. So I appreciate you. It looks like some kind of big change is happening in your life. You are moving forward. You are leaving things behind. And this is going to expose the snakes in the grass around you. People are going to have a problem with what they are seeing. They don't like this new you. They don't like this new day. They don't like the new rain because they don't like God. And that's really what this comes down to. It's a spiritual experience, and it's the fulfillment of the word of our God. That's why the judgment, I felt it was so personal. It was so personal to God. that you be put in this position, that you receive, that you be seen in a certain kind of way, that you be known about, that you be revealed, that you be glorified for the pleasure of our God. Literally, God wants you to be glorified in his name because it is pleasing to him. It's that simple. God said so, y'all. God said so. It's coming. Wow. Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate you all. Thank you for your comments, your support, your shares, your presence. We've got the Sun, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ten of Cups, and the Fool. Wow. All of it has paid off. All of it has paid off. Everything you have done is paid off. All that hard work, all the spiritual warfare, the fighting, the combating, you've overcame it. You've done it. You did it. Hooray. Congratulations, collective. I am so proud of you. God is proud of you. God is having so much favor and love in you that there's just something personal that God has to say about you, or God wants to reveal something personal. Man, I don't know, but being a favored child of God is a thing, and you're going to experience that. And I hope right now you receive these words, the frequencies, and you feel that energy on your chest of the love. I hope you feel the love on your heart chakra, because that's what I'm tapping into right now, is this specialness that you are to God, this preciousness, this invaluable perfectness. God doesn't even remember you for your imperfections or the iniquities or the sins of your youth. You are perfect in the eyes of our God. People better put some respect on God's name when they got your name in their mouth. God said so because it pleases him for you to be so. I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. If you like the way that I read, please be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I greatly appreciate each and every single one of you. I will see you on the next collective message.